Holy cow, ladies and gentlemen, it's true. I actually still do these things every once in a while. How are you all doing today? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been another hot minute since we've been doing one of these live stream thingies, but I think I still remember the basics. Hopefully you should be able to figure this out. Appreciate each and every one of you clicking on that video. Jacob Hits with the resub over on Twitch. Appreciate it, bud. Thank you very much. So yeah, the title of this one's pretty self-explanatory. We're going to be doing what we did with the COTA simulation stream. Going to be doing 100% race, AI simulation. I will not be interfering at all, with the exception of commentating. We're going to let the entire entry list race it out. And speaking of the entry list, let's go ahead and take a look at the entry list of this race. And like last time, since the race hasn't even happened yet, a lot of the paint schemes haven't even been revealed yet. Not every car is going to be correct, so please bear with me, but we're just going to scroll through this quickly. We got Kurt Busch, Brad Keselowski, a lot of the usuals. I'm just going to scroll through. We'll point out some of the exceptions. This is the COTA one. I just realized. There we go. I was like, why the hell do we get? There we go. Wonder how long it was going to take for me to realize. You think I could have gotten the entire way down before I realized I was on the wrong car set? Alright, so let's take a just quick look at the entry list. Not all the cars are going to be accurate, like this one, Kevin Harvick. Instead of that awesome Gravedigger car that just got released today, or announced today. No one's obviously painted that yet, unsurprisingly, so we're just going to use his All-Star car, which kind of has a purple base from far away. Looks a little similar. We'll scroll through, keep scrolling. Someone odd I saw on the entry list on jski.com. We got David Starr entering the race in the 13 car. Couldn't find any other 13 cars for the last few years in the Cup Series. So we just rebranded one of Ty Dillon's cars from last year to David Starr. We did the same thing with Joey Gase, one of Derek Cope's cars. We put him in the 15. A lot of the Rick Ware cars kind of has those drivers that kind of switch around those seats frequently, so we just changed a few names around. Not all the paint schemes, once again, are going to be accurate. I know Bubba Wallace had a scheme. I got announced where he's going to have his dog on the quarter panel. That was really cute. All right, let's just keep finishing through the entry list. Another oddball was Chad Fincham, apparently entering the race into the 66 car. Just took one of Timmy Hill's old cars. Justin Hagee, there it is. BJ McLeod. I was already to BJ while I was saying Haley. And Daniel Suarez in the 99. That is our entry list. Let's go pop up the chat so we can actually see what you guys are saying. Here we go. I was wondering what was missing. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Brian, Jacob. 500 subs, Goods Family, International Trade, Good Craft, Tsunami, Anakin, Sam Modding, Andrew, Eddie Dixon. We are going to jump right into the simulated running of the 2021 Ally 400 at Nashville SuperSpeedway. We're going to be using the FSE version, which it's about 10 years old. The visuals and everything is based off about the 2011 version. Got our Nashville roster right here. And I have applied ratings to all of them, by the way. Alrighty, let's do this, folks. Ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls. Let's hopefully we have a sunny race session. There we go. Alright. And in typical 2021 fashion, we've got Hendrick cars starting on the front row. We got Chase Elliott and William Byron starting on the front row. Ryan Blaney and Denny Hamlin is row 2. Brad Keselowski, Kyle Larson, row 3. We got... Let's advance this a little bit further. Closer to the start of the race. There we go. And then we got Kevin Harvick, Truex, Austin Dillon, Tyler Reddick, Michael McDowell, Ross Chastain, Tango with the restub. What is up, bud? Got resubs left and right. Alright, so here is our entry list. I'm not going to go through the entire thing. I'll let you guys scroll through the entry list in the qualifying order. So you saw the front row. Here we go. Got to figure out all these key controls again. Alrighty. And we are about 20 seconds away from the start of the 2021 Ally 400. Got 2 Hendrick cars starting on the front row. Chase Elliott, sport's most popular driver, currently sitting on the pole. And as they come out of turn 4, looking to get the green flag.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
And that was perfectly timed with the resub from Doggo. Right at the wave of the green flag, we get a resub. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, Doggo. Chase Elliott goes into turn 1. Gets a good jump on Byron. Now got Byron and Blaney battling side by side. So this is a 300 lap race, 400 miles. And the stage breaks will be at lap 90. And then I believe 185. I got the website pulled up in another tab that says all the stages. Alright, so Elliott leads the first lap. Heard a little scraping on the wall back there. Is everyone alright? Yeah, I think maybe just someone grazed the outer walls there, making their entry into turn 1. By the way, that little jitter made me nervous. My computer's been on the fritz recently. It may or may not blue screen at some point. If the stream randomly freezes, it's most likely because if it freezes for an extended period of time, if it's a few seconds, just try refreshing. But if I'm frozen for like at least a few minutes, my computer most likely blue screened. That being the case, it's pretty quick with restarting, and it'll relaunch all my tabs automatically. So, if that happens, bear with me. I'll try to restart the computer as quickly as I can. Hopefully that doesn't happen. It hasn't the last few times. So Chase Elliott continuing to lead laps. We got Denny Hamlin making a move on William Byron down to the bottom. Battle for second place. Byron's able to hold the position on the top. Seems like the top might be the preferred line at the moment. Let's go helicopter view for a lap or so. Get a good aerial shot. I got some Penske cars side by side battling back there for 4th place. Blaney able to keep the position. Top 3 are pretty close nose to tail right now. Let's go on board with William Byron as he tries to reel down his teammate. Checking something on my phone real quick. I got a brand new phone today. I'm still trying to figure it out. I just got a call and a voicemail. I'm trying to figure out how to get to the voicemail. We are side by side for second place. Denny Hamlin making a move on William Byron. But once again, it seems like that outside is the preferred line. That being said, looks like Hamlin might be at risk of giving up the spot to Blaney, if Blaney can get a good exit here. Nope, everyone's able to hold on to their position. All 3 Penske cars in a row right there. From 4th through 6th. Looks like this is our closest battle up front right now is for 2nd. Chase Elliott just ever so gradually starts to pull away from the rest of the field, but not by much. He's not pulling away quickly by any means. All right, we are going to do a crank it up real quick. So I've just got to listen to a voicemail real quick. I just want to make sure it's nothing urgent or important, pressing. I appreciate your patience. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we are back as we continue to view this nose-to-tail battle. Basically, the top 8 are all together. Hamlin continuing to try to work that bottom lane. Trying everything he can to get around Byron. The top just seems to be a little bit better right now. Has that little bit better exit momentum. Got a side-by-side battle for 4th. Penske cars. We'll have to see a little bit later on if anyone's able to make that bottom stick a little bit better once the tire wear starts to take effect. Kevin Harvick, he's still side by side. In the bottom, if he can keep his nose underneath Logano here on the front stretch, he might have a chance to send it in turn 1 and clear him. Oh! We got a battle for the lead. Temporarily. Byron took a peek. Three of the Hendrick cars in the top 10 right now. Fitting 2021 fashion. There goes Byron taking another peek. Oh, that might have opened the door for Hamlin to get a good run on the outside, though. Hamlin looks like he's going to take second place. That move kind of backfired on Byron as he slips back into third. Do Brad roof cam, he says. I will do just that. Let's go on board with Brad for a few laps. Denny taking a peek underneath Chase, but if it's anything like we've seen so far, Chase is going to get that momentum off the corner exit and be able to clear him. Let's go up one car. Oh, that's not the right button. Here we go. Here's a good battle at this lead. Or a good look at this lead battle. Jesus, I can't talk. It's a good thing I'm a cameraman, not a commentator. Hamlin seems to be making that bottom stick better than anyone we've seen so far. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. So it looks like Byron's going to have a chance of making his way back on the outside. Side by side for the lead. How fantastic is this? Seems like right around where the tire wear is now, the lanes are looking pretty even. But Byron's going to get up to the back bumper of his teammate and give him a little arrow push. Oh! Chase tried to come down to block, but Hamlin was there. Hamlin did not get off the gas. We got a great battle right here for the lead. Chase pushed up a little bit, but he's going to get a good run on the exit. And he's going to clear Hamlin easily. What a battle we have here, folks. Reminder, the end of the first stage will be at the conclusion of lap 90. So we're 20 laps in, 70 to go for the end of the first stage. Thanks for tuning in, Drake. Appreciate the kind words. Chase Elliott has a little bit of breathing room now that they're battling more for second place than they are the lead. Through this whole gauntlet and all the side-by-side battling, Chase has been able to stay ahead pretty much the whole time. Let's go back and look at this battle for third shaping up between Keselowski and Hamlin. Keselowski, the Penske cars are making a little something happen on the outside here. Keselowski, I think, was back in 5th or 6th last I checked, and now he's trying to make a run around the outside for third place. Here comes Bad Brad, making a charge towards the front. And as I say that, the battle for the lead closes back up. As Byron starts to close back in. Yeah, Hamlin's starting to drop off. He was in 2nd at one point. Now he's struggling to stay in 5th. Static cam shot of the field as they roar by on the front stretch. We haven't done a spectator view yet. Nice wide shot of the entire track. Get a good wide shot of the racing. Byron gets a nice run on the bottom. Coming out of the turn. He can slide job Chase here. He might be able to make that stick. It doesn't look like he's going to do so. From what it sounded like Logano maybe scraped the wall just ever so slightly on the entry into turn 1. So let's go on board with Keselowski, because he seems to be the fastest car on track right now. The hard charger, if you will. Do a little crank it up action for a few laps as we ride on board with Brad Keselowski as he attempts to reel in the two Hendrick cars currently leading, William Byron and our leader Chase Elliott. Go back to the TV1. Top 3 have a little bit of a breakaway now. Let's go back to the wide shot and see if we can see any closer battles. Bear with me, and the camera switches really quick. Let's go take a look at this battle between Tyler Reddick and Kyle Busch. Back here, what I believe to be in the top 10. Yeah, this is the battle for the top 10 spot right here. Whoops. There we go. And that battle starts to single file out. We'll head back up towards the front. Chase continuing to hang on to the lead, fending off his Hendrick teammate William Byron. Let's go look at Matt DiBenedetto. He seems to be kind of holding up a big line of cars, as you can see right here. Behind Matt DiBenedetto and in front of him. You'll see the difference in the amount of cars. I'm sorry, I'm back. Just trying to take care of a bunch of things right now. Looks like Brad taking a little bit of a peek for third. Will he be able to hold him off? We're a third of the way through the first stage. I am not quite sure what the fuel window is at this track. We'll see. We'll find out once the AI start pitting. Is Brad going to try to go up top here? He looked like he was peeking. Second through seventh are pretty bunched up right now. Brad taking a peek. Can he make it stick on the bottom? Or is Blaney going to be able to take advantage and slip by him on the outside? Brad can get a good push here on the inside of the turn and slide up in front of Blaney, or is Blaney going to get the advantage? Kozlowski just got the arrow push from Hamlin, but it seems like that top groove is still the preferred one at the moment. Because Blaney, as you can see, can kind of just arc it in nice and wide and get a really quick exit out of the corner. He clears Kozlowski, moves himself into third place. Let's go on board with Ryan Blaney. Making passes. Man, these top two have just been glued together the entire time. Listen, folks, listen. Do you hear this? Exactly. Getting off the gas in the turns. You can see I'm using the 2018 version of the mod. And that's because NASCAR will be using the short spoiler, high horsepower, low downforce package for this race. So I wanted the short spoilers and hence the 2018 mod. So a couple of the paint schemes might be a little bit weird, especially lined up with the spoilers. But that's why, because I wanted the short spoilers, because I'll be using that package for this track. This close battle continues. As I say that, Chase gets a little bit of a gap on his teammate. But right here, it's basically a cluster around fifth place. Hamlin started third. He's back to fifth. Larson's been sitting around 7th or 8th the majority of this race. Brad, I believe, started in like 6th or 7th. He's now up to 4th. Moving forward. Let's go back through the field. Excuse the camera scrolling. I just want to see what kind of battles we got going on here. No one side by side at the moment, but lots of cars nose to tail. Matt DiBenedetto still seems to be just holding up that secondary group. Oh, here comes Byron. He's taking a peek. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Man, this top 9 are just still so close together. I mean, we're 45 laps into this race almost, and the top 9 are still only separated by about a second. Denny Hamlin side by side with Keselowski. Hamlin trying to get himself back up towards the front. Keselowski trying to hang on to 4th. Hamlin's able to make it stick down at the bottom. Is he going to be able to clear him? It looks like it. We have a pass on the bottom. Hamlin passes Keselowski, and it looks like Logano might try to follow suit. Nope, Keselowski's able to hang on to it. Hamlin moves up to 4th. That's a hit roof. To the helmet cam. Oh, we got a pass. Possibly for the lead. And I'm botching it on the broadcast just like real life. Get back up to the front. Looks like Byron is about to take the lead. He's about to clear Elliott, maybe? Depends what Elliott can do on the outside. Can he get his nose back? Oh, he can. Elliott's able to fight back on the outside. This isn't over yet. Got a great battle for the lead shaping up here. Side by side. I think Byron led that lap. He did. He's led the last 2 laps. So Chase has not led every lap of the race anymore, but he fights back on the outside and gets the lead back away from Byron. And here comes Blaney. Trying to take advantage of Byron having to get off the gas on that bottom groove, checking up. He's trying to slingshot around the outside of him. Hamlin trying to steal that 3rd position away from Blaney. Is Hamlin able to make it stick? Perhaps. Blaney just barely has him cleared, not quite. Got some great racing up front here, folks. And we're already halfway done with the first stage. Oh, back up front. No, not the pace car. I saw him making a peek. Hamlin's one of the best drivers that's been able to make the bottom stick that we've seen so far. And especially helps if you have someone giving you an arrow push from behind. And still, these top 9 are just so close together. 50 laps into this race, the top 9 are separated by only a second and a half. Logano. Is he going to be able to make a pass on the outside? Nope. Hamlin slides up. Larson, however, takes the 6th place away from Brad Keselowski. Brad's starting to fall back again after his charge towards the front. Byron making another attempt. Bless them, they keep trying to make that bottom stick. They're not giving up. But he pushes up a little bit, has to get off the gas, and you can see the momentum he loses as a result. Now back to the battle for 3rd, who's quickly closing in on the back of Byron. Everyone, as of now, is on the lead lap. There's not a single car on the entry list that has fallen off the lead lap at the moment. 2nd through 6th, basically nose to tail in a freight train. Logano taking a peek underneath Hamlin. As we continue to see, they push up out of the turn on that inside line and have to get off the gas. That kills their momentum on the straightaways. Byron trying to reel Chase Elliott back in. These pit stops are going to be crucial. Here's the first group of about 5 cars that look like they're going to go a lap down in the not too distant future. Those should be the only 5 cars that look like they're going to go a lap down before the stage break comes out. And one of my favorite parts about dirt track racing is the moment you catch those lap cars, it doesn't matter if the leader's got like a 4-second lead. 2nd place is going to be closing right back on him and contesting for the lead. I believe that should be the case here as well. I think the moment Chase catches those lap cars, he's going to have trouble passing them. It's like Larson making a move for 5th place possibly on Logano. Logano's going to get a good run and clear Larson out of the turn. Yeah, they're probably less than 5 laps away from catching this lap traffic. That'll make things very interesting. The 13 is David Starr, according to the jski.com entry list. 66 is Chad Fincham on this race's entry list. There are 39 cars total on the J-Ski entry list. Hamlin taking a peek for 3rd. I think he's actually able to keep his nose underneath Blaney. Never mind, no he's not. Chase about to catch up to the back of Chad Fincham, which looks like will be our first car to go a lap down. Yeah, Joey Gase is in the 15, Chad Fincham in the 66. David Starr in the 13. Those are like the few oddball entries that I can think of off the top of my head. Chase is going to try to go to the bottom, but we've seen that hasn't really worked. He gets off the gas. That's going to allow Byron to close in, as well as 3rd on back. Three Hendrick cars currently sitting in the top 7. Alex Bowman is the odd man out, sitting in 23rd right now. Chase. Oh, wow. Even those lap cars are able to fight back on the outside. Maybe. Not with Byron giving them the push. All right, so Chad Fincham officially goes a lap down, 60 laps in. It's pretty good, 60 laps before we had our first lap car. especially at a shorter track like this. Next up in line is Garrett Smithley in the 53. I'm not sure if they'll have to pit before the stage break. I'm assuming they will. Garrett Smithley goes a lap down. Next up is David Starr in the 13. I know it's Ty Dillon's old scheme and car, but I couldn't find any other 13s for this mod of like actual real life drivers that have been painted, so I just used one of Ty Dillon's old cars. Please don't unsubscribe over that. So 3 cars now a lap down. Next up is Quinn Houff in the 00, or Quinn Hoof, as I like to call him. Looks like he will be put a lap down with ease as well. And lastly, in this little group of lapped cars will be Joey Gase in the 15. Once again, according to the jski.com entry list. And once those guys are put a lap down, it looks like the leaders have a little bit of open track for a bit. Someone went into the wall. So that's the breathing room Chase Elliott wanted. This whole time he's been under attack, but now he's actually got a little bit of cushion. And Denny Hamlin is stuck behind Quinn Houff. I'm sure he's not too happy about that right now, as he's pushed out of the way by Joey Logano, and we got pit stops. We got pit stops starting. Our leaders are in. We got 200 cars. We got Chase, Larson, Keselowski, and Reddick. Here's the next group of cars coming in. Let's go to our pit cam. Alright, Chase, our pole sitter, is the first to pit. What happened to Newman? I think Newman and Bowman just went into the pits, but they didn't stop. They might have missed their box or something. So here's Chase. He easily wins the race off pit road. Where's Chase? There we go. Sorry for the quick camera switches. Trying to avoid those too much. So Chase easily stays in the lead. At least in that round of stops. Here's Byron, our current leader. There goes Chase. Byron has to do a stop, and then once Chase comes around on the next lap, that's when he'll be on the same lap as Byron. So it's going to split the field up a little bit. 60 laps in, but we will have a stage break at the end of lap 90. Here's the race off pit road in like the second group of cars that pitted. There goes Chase easily in the lead. So it looks like it was an advantage to be in that first group. And Larson's going to gain a few spots as a result. Larson was about 6th place before that round of stops. I think he's going to cycle through into 3rd, it looks like. But all that talk of the pit stops and Chase Elliott is absolutely dominating. Super clean, super fast pit stop, and he is just gone. But he'll only be gone for about 20 or so laps before the end of the stage. So while Chase dominates way up ahead, we will continue to look at this battle for 2nd place between Kyle Larson and Denny Hamlin. Trying to look at the ticker, see if there's anyone up front that we haven't really seen too much. Reddick's kind of been hanging in there. He's been in the top 10 the whole time, but I believe 6 is the best he's been all day. Tyler Reddick currently sitting 6th. One, two, three. All right, we currently have 6 cars a lap down. I think Chase is about to put another one a lap down. Yeah, Justin Haley. So with the double file restart rules being the way they were in 2003 in this game, all the lap cars will line up on the inside line on a restart. But that being said, that's actually kind of preferred with the way this track is and the outside line having the advantage. You can kind of go around them on the outside. I was hesitant to turn off double file restarts, but I'd rather them all be bunched up together at the front rather than be mixed in randomly in the throughout the field on a restart. So everyone's got a little bit of breathing room now. Well, Byron and Joey Logano seems to be our closest battle up front. Let's go on board with Joey Logano. So we continue to click away laps in stage 1. See the lap car BJ McLeod up there. And Chase Elliott going into turn 2. He's currently lapping the 51 car. Who I cannot remember off the top of my head who's in the 51 this week. I believe it's JJ Yaley is in the 51 this week according to the entry list. How do you adjust stats for the AI? Based on trends or past performance? I use the N rating system. I highlight all the drivers. And I basically, I just simply select all the races they've done so far this season and just use that Ethones formula. Select all, apply, boom. Byron and Logano about to put BJ McLeod a lap down. We're going to get loud for McLeod. Alright, let's go back up closer to the front. Larson still trailing Denny Hamlin for second. But all that time, Chase Elliott looked like he was struggling to pass the 51. A little bit. That allowed the other cars behind him to start slowly catching up a little bit more than they were before. You can see how close Hamlin was, or is now, compared to when Chase first came out of the pits. Do they crash if the AI doesn't make them crash? I do not make AI crash at all. Sometimes they'll crash a lot in a race, sometimes they'll never crash. But I do have a way to bring out manual cautions to simulate the stage break, and I will be doing that at the end of lap 90. Now Hamlin and Larson are struggling with the same thing Elliott was just dealing with not too long ago, trying to get around the slow cars of Justin Haley and JJ Yaley. Say that 5 times fast. Justin Haley and JJ Yaley. Justin Haley and JJ Yaley. Alright, it's not as hard as I thought it'd be.
Hell yeah!
Who's hell yeah?
yeah!
Caleb! Save your money, buddy. I don't want your money. Next time I see you in person, I'm just gonna throw a $5 bill at you. Take your sub money back. How's it going, bud? How's life? How's your Wednesday evening? Yeah, seriously, Haley and Yaley. Who was in the 52? We got Josh Balicki. Whoops. Who's going to be the next car to go a lap down currently? There are 8 cars off the lead lap. Yeah, I love Cozy too, Caleb. We all do. Everyone in this community does. Alright, so we are 8 laps away from the stage break. Fortunately, it looks like Balicki's gonna go a lap down. I think Fast Pasta up here should hold Chase off and be able to stay on the lead lap. Hamlin and these guys still struggling to try to get past the 51 car back here. Oh, why did I go that? There we go. Never scrolled the ticker back up. And the Hendrick domination this year continues as we currently have 3 Hendrick cars sitting in the top 4 right now. Alex Bowman is the odd man out in 21st place. He's improved a little. Last time we checked on him, he was 23rd. So he's gained a couple spots, but he's still obviously the weakest link on the Hendrick team at the moment as far as position. Josh Balicki going a lap down in the 52 car. So it looks like we'll have about 9 cars a lap down by the time the stage comes out, and we'll still have 30 on the lead lap. All right, 5 to go till the stage break. Let's look at the rear cam on Chase. So we take a lap around Nashville SuperSpeedway. Fast Pasta is quickly dropping back, but he's got 4 laps he needs to hang on. If he can hang on for 4 laps, he'll be good. Back to the TV cam. All right, 3 laps till the end of the stage. So the key is going to be bringing out the yellow really quickly between Alfredo crossing the line and before Elliott does. So in 2 laps, we got to be ready to bring that out quickly. We'll go on board with Chase to do that so we can see when Alfredo crosses the line. So at the conclusion of lap 90 will be our first stage break. So 1 to go in the stage. 30 cars on the lead lap. Chase Elliott has led all but a couple laps. So do this. Yellow. And right as soon as we see Alfredo cross the line, we hit the enter button. And enter. And there's the caution. Hopefully there's no incidents. Everyone checking up, please. Everyone check up properly. No rear-ending each other. Looks like we're good. That worked pretty good. Everyone coming in for a second round of pit stops. Wait, why are the lap cars pitting? I thought they're not allowed to do that. Why are the lap cars pitting? Alright, let's take a look at the pit exit cam. See if anyone can get a better stop than Chase and win the race off pit road. Oh, Blaney, baby. Blaney's pretty far back in 9th after starting 3rd. It's going to be the same 3. Byron lost a few spots. The same 3 exit pit road as they entered, but Byron entered 4th. It looks like he's going to be 6th or 7th coming out of the pits. And I believe... Hold on, I'm just going to Alt-Tab real quick. 90, 185. Yep, alright. I can close this tab. Alright, so the next stage break will be at the end of lap 185. According to NASCAR's website, that's when the stages are broken up in this race. Lap 90, lap 185, and then lap 300. So once again, just to remind everyone, just so they don't get all surprised once it happens, the way NR2003 is, this is the 2003 version of the double file restart rules, which means instead of the entire field being double file in order, all the cars on the lead lap will be on the outside line in order, and all the cars a lap down will then move up to the inside line in order as an opportunity to try to race their way back onto the lead lap on the restart. That's how they used to do it. I forgot when exactly they changed it, but that's how it used to be for a while. So you will see the 52, the 51, the 78 move up to the inside line alongside the leaders. And that's why they do that. It's just the 2003 version of the double file restart rules, the way they had them back then. I believe we should be getting the one to go this time by, hopefully. 4 laps of caution, that seems reasonable. Yep, there we go. And as expected, there's the 52, the 51, the 78. All the cars that are off the lead lap go to the inside line and get an opportunity to race their way back onto the lead lap. So that's going to create a little bit of chaos. But with this track, it hopefully shouldn't create as much chaos as it seems, because the outside line actually is the preferred line at this track, unlike most tracks in NR. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Oh! Justin Haley better not be having the pit glitch. He's going back to the pits again. He better not be pitting every single lap, because I hate when that happens. Alright, Chase looking to bring the field back to green, with Justin Haley pitting in the background. Hopefully they get it fixed, whatever it is, and he's not pitting every single lap. See, this outside line will get a good run off the corner exit. And make it pretty obvious that the outside line is where you'd want to be on a restart. Especially when you got those lappers on the inside line. Oh, but now you got Quinn moving up to the outside. That's going to block this whole line of cars. Oh, a few into the wall there. Including Truex. Tyler Reddick's going to try to thread it 3 wide in between 2 lappers. I love Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick. He's saying he's done with this lap traffic. I want to get to the front. What a move by Tyler Reddick. So yeah, it's a bunch of chaos. Everyone's sorting themselves out with these lap cars. Let's head back up front and see if there's going to be any challenge for the lead by Denny Hamlin. Hamlin right on Chase Elliott's bumper. Let's get our roof cam going.
You don't have to look back there that much. Plus, for these giant-ass cars, they can't really see much anyways.
Howdy. McLaughlin with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. NBC, it will indeed be the first race for the NBC broadcasts. Hamlin trying to make something happen. Just a matter of making that bottom stick. We've seen it happen a few times, but not too much. Saw Brad Keselowski make a few passes on the inside. Still just a gauntlet back there. From like 10th, 15th on back. This race has gone incident-free so far. Aside from the stage break, there's been no cautions. I want to go look at the gauntlet, but I also don't want to look away from the lead when we got attempts for passes being made here. Chase Elliott trying to hold off Denny Hamlin. So we did learn in that first stage that the AI will have to pit before the stage break is done. Top 4 nose to tail. Can anyone make that inside stick? Dennis Hamlin. And I keep saying it, but it's pretty realistic right now with the continued Hendrick dominance, as we have 3 Hendrick cars currently sitting in the top 5. Yeah, look at this top 5 breakaway. Keselowski's sitting back there on his own for 6th. And we got a bunch of lap cars, I believe, still back here that are holding up everyone trying to get around them. That's what the holdup is right here. Just all these lappers are in everyone's way. Back up front. Whoops. Yeah, this is like Kansas last year, where the cars can get close, but they can't really pass.
Good job, Junebug.
Thanks for the biddies, Tango. How have you been, bud? Top 5 kind of just hanging out right now. For the record, I did use the Cup Physics version of this mod, not the CTS, so we shouldn't be having the high horsepower right now. Who is that about to go another lap down? I think it's Justin Haley. Oh yeah, he made that unscheduled pit stop right at the restart. I don't think he's had to pit since. So it was just that one. But now he's going to be holding up the leaders here in about a lap or so. Oh, we had a raid. Hell yeah. Oh, a Fiasco raid. I love Fiasco. Thank you so much, buddy. Chase Elliott makes a move underneath Haley. Puts him a lap down. Another lap down. Haley is the only car right now multiple laps down. I really need to pay more attention to my Twitch. So many times I get notifications or alerts and I just miss them. Because I am a Twitch noob. I'm a Twitch boomer. Logano taking a peek underneath Larson. Byron kind of doing the unspeakable, and he seemed like he almost helped Logano get a little push down there on the inside underneath his teammate. But right here, we're going to see where that outside line has been strong. Get a nice, good momentum as they power off the exit of the corner. Logano's making it stick better than we've seen it for the most part today, but then Larson clears him again. So just a reminder for everyone, we will have the end of stage 2 at lap 185. The walls are now dark blue, apparently. In real life, I did not know that. This is the most up-to-date version of the track that exists. It's the Freddie and Sean Enterprises, the FSE version. I believe circa 2011, somewhere around there. I'm sure at some point either BBMC or John Norton, someone will have a newer, up-to-date version of the track sometime after the actual race happens. Alright, so the top 5 are kind of just hanging on out. Brad Kozlowski's chilling back there in 6th, and everyone else, I believe, is stuck behind those lappers. Let's go check out Tyler Reddick and see what their situation is. They finally got around those lap cars. We got Ross Chastain up into the top 10 in the 42 car. Hell yeah, for Ross, we might see some watermelons get smashed today. Most of those cars, medium pack, are still trying to work their way around those lap cars from the restart. So that's what the big holdup back there is. Whoa, Logano with a big send. Is that going to open up the door for Byron now on the outside? Maybe. Can Byron make the pass? Will we actually see an on-track pass? I think we're going to. Byron's going to wind it up on the outside. Get that momentum. And he clears him. This race continues to run caution-free, with the exception of the stage break. Hamlin has not let Chase get away at any point during this stint. I love all that off-throttle time you're hearing in the turns. Hopefully that's accurate to what we'll see on Sunday. Hamlin is getting closer and closer every single lap. Gained 5/100ths that time. Rather than just diving it into the inside and sending it, I think Hamlin's going to have to rely on using a lap car as a pick and making a move around the outside from what we've seen so far in this race. Super loud and then it gets really quiet when you go back to the TV cam. Hamlin, I think, is going to try to make a send into the turn. This time it looks like we got side-by-side battles for both first and third. Let's try to get a wide shot going. Yeah, just that outside is too strong right now to be able to make it stick in the corners. Yep, you see Elliott gets him cleared again. Yeah, top five are just gone. Brad's still just kind of chilling there on his own. No lap traffic for a while, so that's good. Man, Hamlin is just right there. I think Hamlin might send it again, maybe. Not quite. Not quite this time. What time is the McDonald's at my place open? I want to go support Bubba and Ross Chastain after I'm done with this stream. Open 24 hours. I didn't know that. Where's that news been my whole life? Yeah, Hamlin's going to have to go up to the outside if he's going to want to get around Chase. Because those inside sends and pass attempts are just not sticking. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I swear I'm not tired sleeping wise. It's always just, it's sitting still in the same spot for a while. It just starts to make you a little yawn prone. Prone to yawning. Elliott has led all but 2 laps, I believe. There was 2 laps when Byron had him edged out just barely. At this point, it looks like Hamlin's going to have to get just a great send where he can make it just barely stick. Get a faster pit stop than Chase. Or use a lap car as a pick. I don't know if he's going to be able to pass Chase. Byron making a move on his teammate. He's got a little bit of an arrow push from Logano, so this pass might actually happen. Let's see what kind of run Larson has on the outside. Yeah, just the arc you get on the outside is just too good. But I'm keeping a wide shot so we can see the third place battle and also the leaders. I don't know if Byron can get a good exit here and keep getting that arrow push from Logano. This is the best we've seen it stick in a while. And Byron has him cleared. We actually have an on-track pass, ladies and gentlemen. Larson slips back to fourth. He's now battling to hang on to fifth. Or hang on to fourth, excuse me. From Logano. Oops. Looks like he's going to be able to fend off the position from Logano, but he loses it to his teammate. Let's see if Alex Bowman has worked his way up at all. Yes, Bowman. He is working his way up a bit. He was at 23rd at one point, but he's currently sitting in 15th. So Alex Bowman having a bit of a strong run since the start of the race. Got a pretty thick battle here for around 10th place. Yeah, from Chastain through Bowman here. These are all cars on the lead lap. Pretty close together. So Bowman starting to rebound a bit after his slow qualifying start. Yeah, it looks like this is the battle for the top 10 right here. Between Dylan and Harvick. Got a side-by-side for 7th place. Between Kyle Busch and Tyler Reddick. It seems like in the middle of a tire run, that outside line loses a little bit of its advantage. It still seems to be the preferred line, but not quite as strongly. Here's the battle for 9th place. Dylan and Chastain. Chastain is trying to hang on to the top 10. Looks like Dylan's actually going to make that stick on the bottom. Not so fast. Chastain back around the outside. Just looks like he barely has him cleared. But not enough to block him into the corner entry. Chastain's able to clear him. Hang on to the 9th spot. Meanwhile, let's go back up to the lead. Oh! Perfect timing. Chase has caught up on the back of the 77. And he is slow. Here we go. This might be Hamlin's best chance he's had yet. No, Chase still just gets too good of a line on the outside. Chase is just dominant right now. All right, coming to 50 laps to go in stage 2. These 3rd place cars are going to have to get by the lapped car now. Larson, who was hanging on the 3rd, He's fallen back from these two a bit. But as I say that, he's going to make up a little bit of the ground.
Hell yeah!
Thanks to getting caught behind
Hell yeah!
Justin Haley. Who did it? Who did it? What was that alert for? I gotta give proper thanks, but I didn't see it pop up on Twitch or YouTube. Let's, hold up. I know it's gonna be paused for a second. I just gotta pull up Streamlabs so I can get my analytics thing and see who did what so I can give proper thanks. Who done it? Watch, I go back and there's a pass for the lead. Natalie Ocha became a renewed the membership. That's what that was. Thank you so much, Natalie. Appreciate it for the continued support. Chase Elliott and Denny Hamlin approaching David Starr. I have a feeling Chase is going to choke this near the end. It's going to be like a mistimed pit stop or getting caught by a lapper. Or just a slow pit stop under caution. Something like that. Yeah, how can he make his way around this slow car of David Starr? I think he's going to get caught right in the center of the turn. He's going to try the inside, and that's going to slow him down. If Hamlin was smart, he'd go to the outside right here. Nope, Chase has him cleared. Oh no, but Hamlin gets held up by him. It's going to give Chase a little bit of a cushion. So we're 8 laps from the halfway point already. It's kind of the slow part of the race, just right in the middle where everyone's just kind of clicking away laps, trying not to crash, trying to work their way through traffic. That is not Ty Dillon, that's David Starr, but I understand the confusion because there's no other car to use for the 13. This has either been the most exciting, boring race ever or the most boring, exciting race ever. Oh, here comes Hamlin. Trying once again, maybe to do something on the bottom. Nope. He isn't even able to get his nose underneath him. No cautions, Brian. We just had one for the stage break at the end of lap 190. We will have another one in 40 laps here at the end of lap 185. But no incidents. No actual crash cautions. Or incident cautions yet. I have to do another crank it up here in a sec. I think they got to be pitting like within 10, 15 laps too. Hamlin's close, but he's not close enough to try a pass attempt. If he can get a good corner exit in turn 4 here, he might try something going on the front stretch. Why do they lift that hard? Easy. It's a short track. Not really. It's a shorter track. It's a short track as far as intermediates go, because it's a 1.3 rather than a 1.5. And they'll be using the high horsepower, low downforce package this weekend. So hopefully, them lifting is accurate. Them having to lift is accurate. Close battle for third place between Logano and Byron. Looks like Logano might get a good run here. Where's he going to go? He's just going to stay tucked in on his bumper. What's that? Do I see some debris in turn 4? No, I'm not going to do that. We're going to have another caution anyway in like 35 laps. We'll get another restart then. And we got pit stops coming up soon. Green flag pit stops. A lot of times, historically, there's been a caution under green flag pit stops in the past, so a lot of cars will come together coming in or out of the pits. You never know. All right, and this time by, there's the cross flags. We are halfway done with the race. Let's go on board with Air Spanky and get an aerial view of this battle for the lead. So in less than 35 laps will be the end of stage 2. Sometime within 10, 15 laps or so, I believe we should be starting our second round of green flag pit stops. All right, and since we are at the halfway point, like I usually do with these races, I'm just going to take a really quick break. I'm going to leave it on crank it up. And yeah, I will be back in like less than 5 minutes. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Hit that like button. Do whatever you got to do. Go grab a snack or something. Appreciate the support and the viewership. BRB. And we are back. Byron is currently pitting. Once the cycle's through, it looks like we should have Chase still in the lead. There goes Chase right there. You can see in turn 2. It's a matter of where Hamlin is. You can see Denny back there. Alright, so now everyone has cycled through. The split time should be accurate. We are less than 25 laps away from the end of stage 2. Chase has a decent gap ahead of second place right now, but he's also being held up by some pretty slow lap traffic. Let's go on board with Denny Hamlin as he tries to catch back up to our leader. There he is in turn 3. But he's being held up by these lap cars. Last time by, Chase was 2.5 seconds ahead. This time is 2.1. So yeah, each lap that Hamlin has no one holding him up, and Chase is stuck behind all these lappers. Hamlin's going to be getting closer and closer. .9. Shaved another 0.2 off. Yeah, Elliott is just getting killed by this lap traffic. Elliott tries moving to the inside. I think he should pass him. Those are some slower cars on the outside. Chad Fincham, he does get him cleared, it looks like. Here's the battle with Elliott still. And he gets him cleared. So Denny Hamlin kind of caught back up, and now Denny Hamlin has to deal with all that traffic that Elliott just worked his way through. Some close battles for position. It looks like 4th is pretty close. Let's go take a look at William Byron and the battle with him and Brad Kozlowski. This is the battle for 4th right here. Larson back to 6th. Austin Dillon's moved up to 7th place. DiBenedetto's up to 9th. Couple lap cars, Logano. And here's Elliott trying to get past all the traffic that, or Hamlin trying to get past all the traffic that Elliott just had to get through. Looks like Hamlin's going to be able to get through these guys a little bit more smoothly than Elliott did. And yeah, that was one lap, and Hamlin's passed him already. Versus like the 4 or 5 laps that Chase Elliott was stuck behind those same lap cars. Elliott closing up on more lap traffic. Yeah, this is going to take some sort of mechanical failure or something to have Chase lose this race. I want to count approximately how many like second lap times we're running here. So I'm gonna go silent for this next lap just because I'm gonna be kind of silently counting myself. Alright, about 31 seconds. He was getting a little bit slowed down by these lap cars in that lap, so maybe that wasn't quite accurate. If Hamlin can get past Almirola cleanly here, he might be able to make up some more ground on Elliott, who's currently trapped behind more lap traffic. So now Hamlin plays the game again of reeling Chase back in, who's currently stuck amongst some lap cars. Quinhoff is going to win because yes. I don't disagree with that. Chase has about 4 more lap cars in front of me he's got to deal with. That looks like a little bit clear track after that. So this next time by will be 10 to go in the stage and 125 to go overall. .3, 2.2. Yeah, that's where Hamlin's going to start to gain some time back now. With Elliott being stuck behind these side-by-side lappers. And yeah, Elliott just has nothing but open track in front of him. Maybe gained about another 2.5 tenths that time. Fast Pasta getting put a lap down. Has Hamlin caught the 51 yet? Not quite. He will in about a lap. All right, Priest about to go a lap down. All right, 7 laps to go in the stage. Hamlin's able to make it by the 51 cleaner than Elliott is able to make it by these guys. Hamlin actually lost a little bit of time that lap trying to get around the 51. Brees is definitely not a slow car, so he's going to be fighting pretty hard to stay on the lead lap. He's not what you'd call a back marker. But that being said, he gets passed by Chase. Corey LaJoie is on the lead lap, I believe. Yeah, he's trying to avoid going a lap down. But he's now a lap down. It's 26 cars still on the lead lap. And unless Elliott catches those next cars in 3.5 laps, I think we should be... That should be it for cars getting lapped. I can see the YouTube chat. Just I'm also trying to focus on commentating as well. I keep trying to look at both. Looking at my event dashboard, or my stream dashboard, the chat for both YouTube and Twitch. Commentating the race. Trying to do some stuff on my phone in between. Alright, 2 laps to go in the stage. Once again, we're going to go on board with Chase. So I can bring up the yellow thing. Alright. Oops. Exclamation point yellow. There we go. So we're going to throw the yellow after the last car in front of Chase has crossed the line, but before Chase crosses the line. And there we go. There's the pace car. And caution is out. That is the end of stage 2. Ugh. Just like I said, this is the most exciting, boring race ever. Or the most boring, exciting race ever. I don't know why the lap cars are pitting on the first lap of yellow. I thought that was usually a thing that the AI aren't allowed to do in this game. But Chase is easily going to win the race off pit road now because it's got a gap between him and Hamlin in the Corey LaJoie car. You never know, maybe something will get stuck on Elliott's car. Maybe he'll have a stuck lug nut or something, Mercedes style. Where's the... Here we go. Man, poor Blaney. He's just... What has happened to Blaney? He's in 13th. Oh, it's a gauntlet trying to get out of the pits. Oh. How's Bowman doing? Bowman back to 21st. Alright, so, and Chase Elliott continues to lead all but like literally 2 laps. Oh, never mind. Bowman's actually up to 10th. I don't know what I was seeing. Well, I saw that last time. Maybe that was... He lost some spots as they were pulling into the pits, but that's what he gained back after it had cycled through. So is that all Hendrick cars in the top 10? It is. 3 in the top 5. All 4 in the top 10. So that's accurate. The Hendrick dominance is continuing, even in NR. I think we're going to get the 1 to go signal here. There we go. All the lap cars move to the inside. So we got the 2003 double file restart rules. Yeah, if we're going to have any chance of saving this race, then he's going to have to get a good restart. Isn't this what iRacing is based off of? Yes, sir. Hans Wolf. They took the source code from this game, morphed it, improved it, built on it, and yeah, basically turned that into what we now know as iRacing. Good, and Trey, I'm going to kick both of you if you don't stop arguing. I don't want to kick anyone, but I also don't want a bunch of bickering in my chat. Please and thank you. Let's all get along. We're all here to watch some virtual race cars go around in circles. Let's all get along on the mutual enjoyment of that. And that being said, we're about to get the green flag for what could be the final restart. On lap 190. 111 laps to go. Denny's going to have to get a good run here. He has LaJoy cleared. That's good. Once again, it's just going to be Hamlin and Elliott. Oh! Hamlin's going to try. Bless his heart, he's trying. I think I heard a crash. I might have just heard a crash. I think I see caution lights. I think I see caution lights. There's a caution. There's a crash. And Elliott is going to lose the lead. Wow. And just like that, there's a crash and Elliott's out of the lead. Yeah, you can see the tire marks. Wow. And just like that, Elliott loses the lead. We'll have to go back and see what brought out the caution. I thought I heard something. I thought that was just the usual scrape in the wall. Just barely catching the safer barriers. They're going into turn 1, but it must have been something more, apparently. Alright, that being said, let's find out what brought out this caution. Our first crash of the race. Oh, that might be it back here. 3 wide. Oh, yep. Oh, jeez. Ross Chastain with a hard wreck. Looks like he might have penetrated the safer barrier a bit. His front end is gone. He is done. Just they went 3 wide. He got hooked by Custer. And went into the wall head on. And just barely caught. Ooh, yeah, he caught where the safer barrier starts. That could have been worse. Oh, jeez. What a vicious crash for Ross Chastain. Let's watch these full speed. Let's go another angle. jeez. Yeah, the wall just reached out and grabbed him. All right, a couple more angles, and then we'll go live. I'll go on board with both Custer and Chastain. There we go. Let's try to go 3 wide. Just wasn't quite enough room. Boom. Oh, jeez. That's more violent than it initially seemed when you go on board. Lastly, let's go on board with Ross. Hard crash. And both of them are easily going to be out for the race. I don't think any pit stops have happened yet. I think they've all just stayed in the same order. And that's going to be one to go. Perfect timing. Right when we come back from all the replays is the one to go. Cold Custard is mad at McDonald's for the custard machine never working. Alright, so guys like Alfredo, Corey LaJoy will all be trying to race to get their lap back. Custer's goated for making this race interesting. I can't say I disagree. So Hamlin now is leading laps. Elliott had dominated most of the race, but a late pass right before the caution came out now gives the advantage to Hamlin. Hendrick still has 3 cars in the top 5, 4 in the top 10. Hamlin with an amazing restart there. He just gets a huge jump. While Chase might be stuck behind Corey LaJoy. Nope, he's able to get to the outside. He'll get the momentum. But not before Hamlin gets a massive jump. Kyle Larson making 3 wide moves, trying to get past the lap cars. Hopefully everyone can make it through cleanly this time. Alright, as everyone tries to sort past the lap traffic, Chase now begins to reel down Hamlin. Larson up on the outside around LaJoy. All the top 5 are now past the lappers. Just Quinn in disguise. Elliott wants that lead back. There we go. Top 5 all nose to tail like we were seeing earlier in the race. It seems like most of the top 10 has... Oh, never mind, I say that. And there's still some A lot of lead lap cars stuck behind the lap cars. I was gonna say, it seems like they've mostly made it through cleanly past the lap traffic, but that is not true. It's just the top 5, basically. And right this time by, 100 laps to go. Officially less than 100 to go now. Top 4 has a little breakaway, even from Larson. Kevin Harvick up to 7th. I think that's the best he's been all day. And Austin Dillon's been silently having a great run. Hopefully we don't have any more cautions. There was Byron making a pass on the inside of Elliott. Can Elliott hold him off? Sure looks like Byron had a good run there. I think he's going to keep his nose underneath Elliott. Oh, and that's going to open the door for Logano on the outside of Byron. That move might have cost Byron a spot. So here comes Logano on the outside. And yep, Byron now falls back to 4th. Oh, that was close. We got Larson now trying to take advantage of his teammate slipping up. He's trying to get that 4th spot. So you can get runs, it's just not on the inside. It's on the outside. As we've known most of the race, but we're just seeing it more and more evident each time we get a visual example like that. And Larson's going to complete the pass. Elliott's got to worry about holding off Logano for 2nd place now. He's got bigger problems to worry about than catching the 11. Logano might have the speed to make a move on Elliott on the inside. Just that last little push-up that the inside line has to do is what slows him down right at the end of the turn. Larson's staying up high. He's running the Larson line. And now Logano and Elliott are side by side. That's going to open the door for Larson to possibly slingshot around Logano, maybe? Maybe. He's up top. Meanwhile, this scramble for 2nd place, Denny Hamlin's looking at it all unfold in his rearview mirror, smiling as that gap between 2nd and 1st becomes bigger and bigger with each lap. Elliott kind of seems off the pace. If the eye test is reading correctly. I mean, it seems like once Hamlin got past him, Hamlin's pulling away and Elliott's kind of holding up these 3 cars behind him. Continues to be an intense battle for 4th place between the 2 Hendrick teammates. Byron's actually making that bottom stick. We got two separate battles going on. Let's get the wide shot. Austin Dillon's now coming into the picture. That green and white car you see behind these two pairs of cars. Two pairs of battles. Larson still trying to hold off Byron, running that outside line. If he can get a good run, he could possibly get up alongside Logano and challenge Logano for third. Byron keeps spoiling that party. Denny Hamlin has a little gap, but he's not exactly running away. I feel like this will be pretty accurate to the real race as far as just the actual drivers like doing as they are. Don't look now, but according to that split time, it seems like Austin Dillon might be the fastest car on track right now. He seems like, according to that split time, has been getting faster and faster each time. Or smaller and smaller, that split time between him and the leader. Oh, right as I say that, it now gained a little bit because he and Harvick are running side by side. Battle for 6th place. Logano's back to challenging for 2nd. Logano actually is able to make it stick out of the turn. Still has his nose barely underneath Elliott. If Larson's smart, he'll stay up at the top right here. I think Larson might have a chance to take over 3rd if he can follow his teammate properly. Look at this battle for 2nd place. 4 cars under a blanket. Denny Hamlin's loving that in his rearview mirror. Kyle trying to push his teammate, because he knows if he can get up alongside that 22, he can potentially make a pass for 3rd place. Denny Hamlin's catching the slow car of Justin Haley. He's able to catch him without losing too much ground. Whether that can be said about 2nd through 5th remains to be seen. Jeez, is this tandeming or is this freaking Nashville SuperSpeedway? Larson with the move up top might actually work here with the lapped car. Nope, he's going to get stuck at the worst possible moment. They're all going to go around him. And Larson's the odd one out in that situation. Chase Elliott stays in 2nd. Everyone basically stayed in position except Larson and Byron swapped. But don't look now. Here comes one of the fastest cars on track in Austin Dillon. He's going to have a shot to get into the top 5. Thanks, Google Steak. See you next time. Here's the battle for 3rd place. Byron trying to get into the podium spot. He's able to. Larson driving the hell out of the Larson line, trying to get around Logano. Looks like Austin Dillon might follow suit. Oh, no, he just tucks in behind the 22 instead. Now, Byron and Chase Elliott side by side. This is going to open up the door for Austin Dillon to get into the top 5. Oh, Austin Dillon's barely scraped the wall there. If he can stay to the outside of Logano, he should have a good run. Oh, Logano just barely holds him off. Oh, now Harvick's peeking. Now Harvick's peeking underneath Austin Dillon. Dillon's just going to barely clear him. Meanwhile, Denny Hamlin is just pulling away now. Seems like Dillon is faster than Logano. He just needs to get around him and get a good run on the outside. 75 laps to go. Cluster of Hendrick cars right here. A little 3-car tandem, if you will. Yeah, I need to go get some food after this. I am starving. I'm curious how Hamlin will get through the next batch of lap traffic if he comes up on any in the near future. Austin Dillon, or not Austin Dillon, William Byron attempted that move to the inside. He had to push up and get off the gas. And that opened the door for Kyle Larson to go around the outside. Which he continues to try to do. And it looks like he has him cleared. That's a pass for 3rd. Let's go back up with Denny Hamlin, who was just checking out. He's got like half the track before he's hitting any lap cars. Byron trying another move down on the bottom. Larson able to hold him off on the top so far. We got 2nd through 7th just under a blanket right now. All these cars are battling for position. Austin Dillon trying to make his way into the top 5. Who's silently having a great run today. Lap 230 complete. We're getting there, folks. I'm just starting to hit a wall because I'm getting hungry.
And around she goes into Kenseth. Oh, gosh. Up in the air and into the wall. Hard.
Man, Kenseth. Ben Pie, 1024. Thank you so much for the 100 biddies. I appreciate it, bud. We got a pass attempt for second place. And I appreciate you saying the kind words. Thank you, Ben Pie. Kyle Larson attempting to take over second place from Chase Elliott, but Chase is going to get the good run on the outside right there, as we've been seeing all day. Unless Kyle can get a good arrow push from Byron. Still have his nose underneath Chase. Actually, yeah, Chase is probably going to get a good corner exit here. Yep, then he has him cleared. And now here comes Byron around the outside, trying to take third away from Larson. This is some good racing now on the outside groove. It's only if Denny Hamlin is back here. DT needs to stop painting cars. Is he still streaming? Is he doing his traction stream? I wanted to stop by and say hi to him in that, but I am incredibly busy. Oh, shit. He is not. He heard his voice mentioned and he came out of lurk mode. Ben Pie said you need to stop painting cars. I just assumed he meant that you were still doing that traction painting stream. Did I just cause chaos in the Twitch chat? Man, if only Hamlin was back here. This is some great racing we got from for 2nd through 7th, but yeah, well, all this battling's going on. Hamlin's about 2 seconds up from all this, just clocking out. And there's still no lap cars in sight that he'll come up on. We've only had the one caution for an incident involving Cole Custer and Ross Chastain getting together hard into the wall in turn 1. Aside from that, the only other 2 cautions were for the stage breaks at the end of lap 90 and 185. Oh. He is doing the painting. So he was right. I want to see Austin Dillon to get into the top 5 here. I want him to cap this strong run with a top 5 finish. Sloppy! What's up, Sloppy?
Pulls alongside him and his momentum carries him past.
How's it going, bud? Thank you so much for the raid. Yeah, I know it's my first appearance on a streaming service platform in like 3 weeks. I didn't even do this disclaimer this stream yet. I did it for my last stream, but it goes without saying, I apologize for the giant gap of no content. I have just been on the road nonstop with my Flow and Dirt on Dirt job. Got the Summer Nationals Hell Tour coming up next week. That'll be on the road for like 5 days straight. Yeah, recently I've been lucky if I'm spending 2 or 3 days in my own house, in my own bed at night. So that is the explanation, the reasoning for the lack of content recently. But I appreciate all your loyal support in the meantime, even if I'm not constantly pumping out content like a factory. Thanks so much again for the raid, Sloppy. Jake had messaged me a couple days ago just about details. I hopefully might be seeing you guys in the near future. He messaged me about that thing we're trying to arrange, and I initially thought I was going to be busy, but I actually might not be. So if that's the case, I will hopefully be seeing you in the nearish future. I miss you, bud. It's been too long. Already been like a damn year and a half since the damn Daytona 500 2020. Battle for 5th. I want to see Austin Dillon up into the top 5. Get Logano out of here. Get him out of here. Go to the other side of the country. New Hampshire Motor Speedway. That's a little bit out of my range. As much as I appreciate the offer, I think I told myself that after Daytona last year, that would be the end of me driving like 15+ hour drives. For a while at least. Never say never. I'm never going to say never, but at least for a while. I ain't getting in a plane anytime soon. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I ain't getting in a plane anytime soon. Come on, Austin. You can do it. We're coming up on 50 laps to go. Still got a gauntlet going on for 4th place. 4th through 7th, all right on top of one another. Top 3 have spread out a bit. Kyle Larson in 3rd, Chase Elliott 2nd, Denny Hamlin in 3rd, or 1st, excuse me. Oh, I was going to say Denny was starting to lose some ground, and that's why, because he caught a lapped car of Haley. I'm going to go eat the hell out of some McDonald's after this stream. I'm going to do my part to support Bubba and Ross Chastain and the other McDonald's sponsored affiliated driver. Mick Fishin'. As much as I want to, I told myself I'm not getting any chicken stuff from McDonald's anymore. I had that bad experience a while back. I just go with the burger patties at McDonald's from here on out. Oh, Kyle Larson using Justin Haley as a pick. He takes away 2nd spot from Chase Elliott. Chase is going to go around the outside. Justin Haley can get around the lapped car, but Larson is up to 2nd. And Harvick is going to use the lapped car as a pick to get around Logano. Harvick up to into 4th. This is the best Harvick's been all day. Come on, Austin. Go to the outside. Go to the outside. Oh, you had a chance. You had a chance, Mr. Dillon. So we're coming up on 50 laps to go. What are you guys doing? You're way faster than him. You can go to the inside. Or you can just sit there and do a 4-car tandem. That's cool, too. Come on, Joey. There we go. See, that wasn't so hard, was it? So here's the 2nd through 4th battle. And Logano, or not Logano, Hamlin, excuse me, just continues to check out. The only thing that's going to save this race is going to be a late race caution. Oh. There's a big pack of lapped cars that Hamlin's coming up on. That might allow these guys to close in. That will have an unobstructed shot at him while Hamlin's trying to navigate the lapped cars. There's a grocery store in the Wisconsin area called Pick and Save. And on the back of the receipts, they got like coupons for like local places. And on the back of my Pick and Save receipts, like maybe 4 or 5 coupons or so, there's a buy one, get one free for a Big Mac. Which is like a $4.50 deal. Value, because those damn Big Macs are like $4.50 for just a sandwich. So you can get a free one just for having a friggin' Pick and Save receipt. You cut that out. I usually get that, and then a large drink for $1. That's usually my order. If I'm feeling like a huge pig, even more than that, I will add a small fry onto the order. But that's only if I'm really, really hungry. And honestly, that might be the case tonight. Five Guys. I would love to. They used to have a Five Guys near my place in McDonald's. In Milwaukee. McDonald's is on my mind. Can you tell? Oh, we got our last round, which should be our last round of pit stops. So Hamlin is not pitted. Larson is the first car on the lead lap to pit. And we've seen so far that usually the cars that pit earlier, it's the better strategy because they're able to get in and out with less traffic. There's the camera I was looking for. So Larson should be coming out in front of Harvick there. So where will Larson come out? Hamlin should be in the pits now. He is. All right, so we will see. Let's follow Hamlin through the pits. Make sure he doesn't get hit by anyone. Make any contact. Oh. I say that, but as Benedetto's pulling out of the pits. He's going to have a lot of traffic pulling out that he's going to have to check up for. Maybe. No. It looks like he'll get out cleanly, too. Alright, so now let's see. Here's the magic question. Where is Larson? So there's Hamlin coming out of the pits. You can see right there. Ooh, if Hamlin can stay ahead of Haley, that's going to be big. Because now Larson's going to have to check up majorly right there. Oh. He almost wrecked him. And Harvick into third. I think Austin Dillon made a late pit stop there, and that lost him a little bit of ground. Larson able to get alongside the 13 cleanly. All right, let's go on board with Larson as he tries to track down Hamlin, who's now stuck behind at least 2 lapped cars. All right, here's the battle for the lead. It's going to be pretty close here in a sec. Someone's going to have to be checking up on that inside line. Larson's able to get by Quinn cleaner than Hamlin was. This is the battle for the lead right there, Hamlin and Larson. Oh, now he's got a lap car in between. I think Larson's a little faster since he took those lap sooner freshies. He's going to have to check up a little bit because he's still alongside the 66. Now he's clear. Moving up. I like this aerial view we got right here. Depending on when Hamlin catches the 52, that might check Hamlin up a little bit. Here we go. It's going to be our best chance for lead change right here. With Hamlin getting stuck behind the 52 car. Hamlin's able to clear him. Or does he? He does. Come on, Larson, you gotta clear the 52. There you go. Larson's burning out his tires the more he's sticking underneath those lap cars trying to hug the bottom to pass them. But Hamlin has his own lap traffic he's having to deal with. Oh, that's going to be it. That's... because Larson's going to catch Haley right in the middle of this turn. Or maybe not. This is an intense battle of navigating lap traffic. Come on, 53, block him, block him. Looks like Hamlin's just too strong at this point. I don't know if Larson's gonna be able to catch him. Unless there's just a massive wad of lap cars that holds up Hamlin. Well, that aggressive move to get underneath the 53 definitely helped. I mean, Hamlin's still continuing to pull away for the most part, but Larson's still just barely hanging in there. Ooh, he's definitely hanging in there now that the 78 is holding up Hamlin so much. Yeah, I think this is Hamlin's race unless he has some sort of mechanical failure or gets held up by a massive wad of lap cars, which I don't see happening at this point. The 15's doing everything in his power to hold Hamlin up. That might be it after this. So Hamlin's gonna have smooth sailing. Shoot, there we go. So Hamlin's starting to pull away. Larson's still trying to cut through this lap traffic, but might be too little too late. Might be too little too late for Larson. Especially with that 78 battling as hard as he is. I think Larson's just not quick enough to catch him. Got less than 30 laps to go. Larson making his move on the last lap car in between him and Hamlin. All right, now that there's some clean traffic, let's see if he can close in that split time at all. Some no traffic, clean track in front of him. Let's take a look at that split time lap to lap these next few. Is he closing in at all? 1.17. 1.38. Yep, he lost a decent amount of ground, but that was also, he was slow out of that last exit from having passed that lap car. It's probably still going to keep gaining, but not quite as much as that time. Let's see what the split time is this next time. Meanwhile, Chase at some point got third place back from Harvick. Yep, Hamlin's pulling away. I think that's all she wrote, folks. Is there any giant wad of lap cars that might get in the way? I don't think so. So I hope you guys are fans of Denny Hamlin, because according to this simulation, it looks like he will be the winner. Kyle Larson, whoops, that's the pace car. Kyle Larson currently running second. Here's the battle for third as they make their way past a couple of lapped cars. We currently have 24 cars still on the lead lap. The last one being Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch is the last car on the lead lap. Oh, keep going to the damn pace car. All right, less than 25 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. Barring a late race caution or a mechanical failure or just a massive wad up with a bunch of lap traffic. Looks like Denny Hamlin will have the inaugural Ally 400 in the bag. Looks like the split time stayed about the same that lap versus the last one. Still about 1.7, 1.8 seconds back. But Hamlin's just pulling away. Larson's not able to close in. Yep, he lost about another 1/10 and a half that time. Hamlin just wants to see this thing stay green till the end. He's got some pretty wide open track in front of him. About 22 laps to go. I mean, it's one thing to win a race. It's another thing to win the first race at a particular track or the first race of a particular event. So you can have your name cemented into that history. Larson just losing about a 1/10 each lap. Hamlin's just got the more dialed-in car. He's the more dialed-in driver. So like I said, barring some unforeseen circumstances, it appears that Hamlin has this one in the bag as we reach 20 laps to go. So yeah, we'll have to take a look at these finishing results and all that jazz, and then compare it to how the real life race turns out. Denny Hamlin is coming up on a few lapped cars, but it's not much traffic. There's just a few spread out. He should be able to work his way by them cleanly before Larson is able to get anywhere close to him. It's just gotta be so frustrating if you're Larson. You got that close, you were reeling him in. Then as Denny gets out into clean air, has a clean track, and he's just pulling away ever so slightly each lap. So you're trying your hardest, you're doing everything you can, but it's still just not quite enough. Oh! Something happened to Chase. And Blaney's just, his bad day continues. Chase is out with a clutch issue. You hate to see it. So he had a mechanical failure. Haley's up and off the pace. He's multiple laps down. Ross Chastain and Cole Custer are the only two to retire with an accident. And Chase Elliott just has a clutch issue. There's no footage to check. I mean, he probably just pulled into the pits and retired. So the guy, the driver who basically led the most laps, I believe he led the most laps all day, definitely retires with a DNF and will finish third to last. Unbelievable. And Blaney, who started third, he's just been having a rough day. He's still on the lead lap, but he's down to 18th. Austin Dillon continuing a strong run just outside the top 5. Alex Bowman, who was having a rough start earlier in the race, he was at 23rd, at least at one point, has worked his way up to 7th. Rebounding that strong day for Hendrick, trying to make up for the lost positions that Chase Elliott just suffered in that mechanical failure. So, tough luck for Chase Elliott. Dominated the race early, led the most laps, and ends up retiring with a mechanical issue. A clutch, to be specific. 13 laps to go. Lucky number 13. What mod am I using? This is the 2018 mod. So it's for the most part the same car bodies as the 2019 ones. Except the spoilers are the short ones, not the tall spoilers. Because they're going to be running the high horsepower, low downforce package. So I wanted the short spoilers for the stream. That's why I'm running the 2018 cars versus the 2019. I just made the car set in the 2019 cars, did the ratings, and then just copied and pasted the cars and the car set over to the 2018 mod. And voila! That's how I got the short spoiler package, by just transferring the car set over to the 2018 mod. Alright, we got side-by-side or nose-to-tail lap cars in front of Denny Hamlin. Got Alfredo trying to avoid going 2 laps down, and Kurt avoid going his first lap down. This might hold up Hamlin ever so slightly, being stuck behind these guys. So let's take a look at the split time. 384 last time. Hamlin's still pulling away. Even with the lap traffic, Hamlin's still pulling away as we have less than 10 to go. Alfredo continues to hold up the 11. Finally moves to the side. Kyle Larson gained a 10th. Only a 10th in all that. Trey, please stop spamming. Alright, buddy, sorry. You're going on timeout. You've been spamming all stream. Sorry, you had plenty of warnings, bud. Yeah, this thing is basically in the bag. Unless we get a caution like 2 laps. If we get a caution on lap like 296 or 297 or later, it's just going to end the race under yellow. So tough luck for Chase Elliott. After dominating most of the race early, has a blown engine. Or a blown clutch, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, that's why the Mustangs look weird too, because it's the 2018. A few of the car bodies don't quite line up exactly perfectly, but it's close enough. Yeah, the headlights on the Mustang are going to be a little weird. All right, Hamlin rounds turns 3 and 4. This time it'll be 5 laps to go. Five laps to go for Denny Hamlin in the 2021 Ally 400. As he just pulls away. It's not even close at this point. He has no more lap cars in front of him he's going to have to deal with. Oops, wrong button. He can just cruise. I guess you could say Chase couldn't come in clutch. There it is. There it is. You can see Larson way back there in second place, comfortably in second. We got a scrum going on right now for the top 10 spot. All these guys are battling out for the top 10. Bowman is officially in 10th. So Bowman and Kyle Busch, this is the battle for the top 10. So that's the battle right there. And we have less than 2 laps to go for Denny Hamlin. So rounds turns 3 and 4 for the penultimate time. The second to last, for those uninformed. Denny Hamlin crosses the line and gets the white flag. White flag sponsored by Credit One Bank here in the 2021 Ally 400 at Nashville Superspeedway. The first ever NASCAR Cup Series race at Nashville Superspeedway. Hamlin can just cruise at this point. Rounds turns 3 and 4. Denny Hamlin comes out of turn 4 to see the checkered flag. He will be your winner of the 2021 Ally 400. Kyle Larson second. We got a battle for third. Harvick barely gets third, and who is going to get 10th? Oh, at the line. Right at the line. I was coming to check to see who got 10th. And on the last lap, right there, there's the difference for the top 10 spot. Bowman misses out on a top 10 by that much. And here is your winner, Mr. Denny Hamlin. And that is that, ladies and gentlemen. We had one wreck. Ross Chastain and Cole Custer, they retired from the wreck. We had one mechanical failure, Chase Elliott, with a clutch problem. We had 22 cars finish on the lead lap. Kurt Busch is the first car lap down. Eric Jones is the last car on the lead lap. The top left, we'll just get a quick look at your running order here. Yeah. All right, so Hamlin, Larson, Harvick, Logano, Byron. Austin Dillon just barely misses out on the top 5. Keselowski, Truex, Reddick, and Kyle Busch are your top 10. We'll just scroll through 11th through 20th. I won't read them all out loud. Suarez with a top 20. Ryan Newman, 21st. And then, yeah, here's 20th through 30th, or 21st through 30th. Then here are your 3 retired drivers, the 42, the 41, and the 9. Justin Haley, multiple laps down. Everyone else is within 3 laps of the leader. And here's your final results, your unofficial results, or official, I should say. All right. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. I got a long weekend coming up. I'm actually not working this weekend, but I got family stuff going on. I'll be out of town. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Thanks so much for all the support from each and every one of you. We will go do our analytics thing. Give a shout out to everyone that supported this channel in any way monetarily today. All right, so we had Ben Pye with not just 100 but 200 bits. We had Natalie Ocha with a month resubscription, or a member resub, excuse me. Tango with the signature 109 biddies. Odie McLaughlin with a $2 super chat. Caleb Hoffman with the resub. Doggo with the resub. Tango Wolf with the resub. And Jacob Hits with the resub. Thank you so much, all those of you who help support this channel. Truly means a lot to me. I know I've been really busy with these damn races I've been doing. But I will get content out to you guys whenever I can, I promise. Thank you so much for hanging on in there. We're going to head out. We're going to raid someone on Twitch. I'll find someone to raid. But yeah, here's the unofficial results. One last time. Who can we raid? Ooh, Keenan's live. We'll raid him. All right, so thank you everyone for tuning in. I'm going to cue the outro music. I hope to catch you all next time. Sorry I've been so busy. Hope to catch you next time. Until then, I hope you all have a great rest of your night. Peace. Bye, everyone.